It's nice to meet again and talk about God. My name is Karita Mbagara, and this is CITAM Church Online. Today, we want to consider the words that Jesus spoke to his followers in the book of John chapter 6, verse 26. The Bible tells us that Jesus answered, "Very truly I tell you, you are looking for me, not because you saw the signs I performed, but because you ate the loaves and had your fill." What was Jesus talking about? Before this, Jesus had performed a miracle in which he fed thousands of people. And at the end of it, there were 12 baskets that remained, and every disciple went home with, when I say disciple, the 12, each one of them must have gone home with a basket of food. So the families were fed. But I think also the people that had eaten to their fill must have gone home and talked about what Jesus had done. And the next day or the days that followed, there must have been a large group of people that came to look for Jesus. They seemed to be following Jesus, and but it is for the wrong motive. They were motivated by the fact that bread had been provided for those that followed. It is not for the faith that Jesus was professing or the message that he had for the world. And Jesus, who is always true, speaks to them in this verse 26 of John, and tells them, "You are not following me for the right reasons. You are following me because of your stomachs. You are motivated by hunger. You are just carnal." I mean, those are my words, but I'm just interpreting what Jesus said. But he did say that you are following me because you ate to your fill. And he told them later, because it was a conversation that was ongoing, and if you read the chapter towards the end, he told them, "Unless you're ready to eat my flesh and my blood, you are not likely to be my disciples. You are not genuine disciples." Of course, they took it literally, but Jesus was saying, unless you are willing, unless you're willing to embrace the very doctrine, the very teachings that I give, the things I live for, you cannot be my disciples. But they understood it to be his physical body and his blood. And we are told that from that day, many stopped following Jesus. Maybe even those who previously used to follow Jesus stopped following Jesus. But Jesus was not perturbed by that. In fact, he turned to his disciples and asked them, "Are you also going to go away? Are you going to stop following me?" And it is that provoked that great statement by Peter when he said, "How can we stop following you? And you have the words of eternal life." And I want to say this. We are not different. We may think that those people were very carnal or very unspiritual, and that's why they turned away from following Jesus. And we may think we are very spiritual ourselves. But the truth of the matter is, our churches are filled with people who come to church just because of what they will get from God. They pray because they are looking for a visa to go to, one of those countries that they desire to go to, or because they are seeking financial breakthroughs. That's why we are so, given to talking about receive a breakthrough of this or the other. Or they are praying to get a car, to get a plot, to get a wife, to get a husband, but not because we believe in the teachings of Jesus, not because we love Jesus for who he is. That should act as a rebuke for us. And whereas we may think that Jesus was only speaking to these people, he is speaking to us and telling us, "Follow me for the right reasons. Follow me because I am teaching what has eternal value. Not just because I give miracles. And yes, he performed a miracle. He increased the food. And he will do that. He will perform miracles for genuine followers. But they are not to be motivated by the miracles. They are to have the right attitude. We should not treat Jesus like an ATM that we go to get, things, to receive things. We should not be like those children whose mother, coming from the shop, they ran to the basket to see what is there instead of, embracing the mother. Their motivation is wrong. This is a rebuke to me, to you, to examine ourselves. Why do you follow Jesus? And once you have answered the reason, if it is for the wrong reason, you need to amend your ways. Because like Jesus allowed those people to go away from him, he will also discount your relationship with him. But he desires to have the right relationship. And you can turn to him and tell him, Lord, help me to amend my ways. And may God help me and help you so that we will follow him for the right purposes. God bless you. If this is a blessing to you, share with a friend. And see you next time.